bhrājiṣṇurbhōjanaṃ bhōktā sahiṣṇurjagadādijaḥ anaghō vijayō jētā viśvayōniḥ punarvasuḥ.
bhrājiṣṇuh. Earlier we had gone through the Nama of the Lord, Sarvavit Bhanuh, one who knows everything, one who is the light of all lights. Light of all lights in the sense, he is the knowing principle in all of us. Because just as without light we can't function, we can't transact, similarly without knowledge or without that knowing principle within us, we can never ever know anything. Not only know what we know, but also we should be conscious of and aware of all that we do not know also. So therefore that knowing principle or that inner subjective light of all lights without properties, beyond darkness, is what is being indicated over here as bhrājiṣṇuh. In the Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter, Krishna calls it as the light of all lights. Jyotishamāpi tajyotihi tamasah paramuchyate. Beyond darkness. Why does he say beyond darkness? Because even darkness we are conscious of. That unique, mysterious light within each one of us. We can call it God, we can call it consciousness. It illumines light and it illumines also darkness. That is why we say, yes, I know it is dark. So in that sense, the light of all lights. In the Kathopanishad and in the Mundaka Upanishad also, very beautifully, there is a shloka over there. That eternal reality or the knowing principle cannot be illumined by the sun, by the moon, by the stars, by lightning or by fire. These are the 5 natural sources of light that we have. We know all of them give light to us. And in their light we transact. We can see, we transact. But in the light of these natural sources of light, can we see the Lord also? Can we have his darshan also? No. So that's the meaning of that verse over there in the Upanishad. The sun, the moon, the stars, lightning, fire, they cannot illumine him. Why? Because it is because of him that they are all shining with light. And in their light we are transacting. So normally in ashrams they use this verse when they are performing the arati. So bhrājiṣṇuh. The next 2 words namas I am combining them, bhojanam and bhōktā. Bhojanam means we know, literal meaning is food. So Bhagavan says over here, I am food. Narayana is the food that we consume every day. How often? Very often we say, I don't like this, I don't want that. And we make a terrible face, disgusting. Some food comes in front of us, we know what all faces we make because we don't like it. But Bhagavan over here is saying that I am the food that comes to you in your plate. Breakfast time, lunch time, dinner time, 3 times a day and all the days. So how we should be revering and how we should be respecting the food that comes in front of us. In the 15th chapter, very exhaustively, Bhagavan talks about it. For the cooked food, consumable food that comes in front of us on our dining table in a plate, there are so many stages just behind it. Various stages the raw ingredients have gone through, right from the agricultural field up to the cooked consumable item that is there in our plate. Bhagavan says, I am everything. So how many stages Lord himself has gone through from being a raw material to becoming a consumable item for us in our plate of food, which when it goes into us, again becomes so many things. It becomes energy, it becomes muscle, it becomes the fat, it becomes so many, because of the food we are surviving. Narayana himself is food. So when this sinks into us, we will never ever again deny food or dislike food. So therefore, bhojanam, Bhagavan says, I am the food that you daily consume. Now in a larger perspective, it's not just food that goes into us. Food we enjoy through the mouth. Taste is very nice, this is very nice, it looks nice, fragrance is nice. But then there are other sense organs also apart from our mouth. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, all the 5. For all of them there is food. Not only for the tongue. For the tongue it is the world of tastes. For that little bit of taste which we cannot experience when the food is outside of the mouth and which we cannot experience when we gulp down the food. So we get that feeling, we experience taste only when the food is on our tongue. That much length of the tongue. Before that we have no idea of taste, after that we have no idea of taste. But because of that, how many hours we spend in the kitchen? Not that we should not cook well and nicely, but so therefore food we enjoy food which goes into one of the sense organs called the mouth or the tongue. What about the other 4? For the eyes there is food. The entire world of forms and colors are food. Beautiful, tempting, enchanting, wonderful food for the eyes. The world of sound is food for our ears. The world of fragrances are food for the nose. The world of sensation, this is hard, this is soft, this is silky, for touch, sensation. So the entire world of sensation is food for our skin. Bhagavan says all of them, he puts everything under the category of bhojanam. Because we enjoy through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin, not only through the mouth. All of them, the whole world outside of us is food for our sense organs because they enter into it and we enjoy it. I like seeing this, I love hearing this, I liked hearing it, I like this fragrance, I like this soft touch of this material, whatever it is, and of course the food. So in a larger perspective, Bhagavan says everything that enters you through the jnanendriyas, the organs of perception, eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin are food for us. And it is He. It's not something that is entering into us, some inert, insentient thing which I can like, which I can dislike. Bhagavan says everything that comes to you, into you, through these 5 apertures in our head itself, all the sense organs, the skin extended, are all food. And He identifies Himself with that. So once we know that everything that is entering into us through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin is Narayana Himself in a different form, our attitude or our bhava will be completely different. And also if Narayana is the food, if Narayana is the raw material, then there is no claim, there is no ownership, our ownership over anything. It is He who has come into our house in the form of the grains, in the form of the rice or in the form of the wheat, raw material. Everything is Narayana. Even the agricultural field, Mother Earth is He, water is He, manure is He, the sun's light and the moon's light is He. That's what the 15th chapter of the Gita tells us. So if the whole, and because of all these, the air around is He. So because of all this very conducive environment, we have the agricultural products in front of us. Bhagavan says everything I am. Sun's light, moon's light, fertility in Mother Earth, the air around, everything that is needed for crop is He. And then the crop itself is Bhagavan in a different form. The seed is He, the plant is He, and then whatever comes into our house as the ingredient from the provision store is also He. And in our house we cook. Who cooks? Narayana Himself cooks. It's not we who are cooking. Why? Because if he is not there in us, we can't cook. We will not be aware of, conscious of the menu itself, the recipe itself. How much of salt to add, or how much of anything to add. If it's a sweet, how much of sweet sugar I should add, or the jaggery I should add. Nothing. And then we are seeing the consistency, we are seeing everything. By looking, sometimes we will know what it is lacking in. Who is seeing through the eyes? Narayana. Because according to the Kenopanishad, he is the eye of the eye. The power of vision is he. The power of audition is he. And then when we taste the food a little bit, before we take it out, what are we tasting? We are tasting him because he is bhojana. And who is tasting? Bhōktā. That's why I said we'll put the two words together. Bhōktā means the enjoyer. So when we say, yes, this tastes well, so all the ingredients are in their right proportion or quantity. Who is the one who assessed it? Who is the one who said, who concluded that the end product or the final product is okay? Somebody who enjoyed it. We thought we are enjoying. But Bhagavan says over here, I am the one who is enjoying. So if he is the enjoyer, he must have cooked it also. Because without him, in us, we can't cook. So when he says, Bhojanam I am and Bhokta I am, it means everything is Narayana and Narayana and Narayana. Sarvam Narayanamaya Jagat. Inside of us and outside of us. So all things which enter into us, enjoyable goods in quotes, which enter into us through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. It's not just the food which we eat during breakfast time, lunch time, dinner time. All of them Bhagavan says, I alone am, which enters into you. And when they enter through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, they should be functioning. So who is the one who is presiding over our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin and making them do whatever they are supposed to be doing? I should see, ear should hear. So there must be a power, seat of power behind all these sense organs. That also Bhagavan says, I am. And when we say, I like this, it can be food, it can be anything that we go to the store and buy, any goods. It can be a sari, it can be a piece of jewelry, it can be a furniture we are buying. Bhokta, enjoyer. Who enjoys through us? Narayana alone enjoys through all of us. So where is the question of I buying? Or I sweated it out, I exhausted myself, I earned, I saved, and then I went and bought this, and therefore I am enjoying it. Bhagavan says all that becomes null and void now for us. The ego is, it's not that the ego is taking a back seat, the ego is not there at all. If it was there, then we can put it behind and say, go to the back seat. There is no ego at all over there. So if we go on contemplating on what these words suggest to us, our ego will slowly liquidate, dissolve away. That's the meaning of Bhojanam and Bhokta. So Bhojanam means everything that enters into us, because of which we enters into us. Why? Because we want to enjoy it. So Bhojanam stands for all of that. It's not the entire world of objects which enters us in through the sense organs, is Bhojanam. Wider, meaning for that. And Bhokta means he alone is the enjoyer in all of us. It's not I am enjoying. He is enjoying through me. Dasaru writes a very beautiful song. Noduva nota ninnadu, tanu ninnadu, jivana ninnadu, anudinadolu baha sukadukka ninnadayya. Body is yours. Life is yours. Everything is yours. Not yours, you. The next level it is. Whatever I am seeing, I am not seeing. You are seeing through me. Whatever I am hearing, I am not hearing. Means enjoying. You are the one who is enjoying through me. So where am I there? I am not there at all. Then who is there? Lord alone is there. That's the meaning of it. So Bhojanam, Bhokta. All enjoyable, beautiful, the world of objects, to put it very simple. world of objects which enters into us, and then for us to enjoy, immediately we feel I am the experiencer, I am the enjoyer. Bhagavan says no, I alone am the experiencer, I alone am the enjoyer. It is because of this in our tradition, especially in the Pankti Uta, where large number of people sit together to eat. Even when we are individually sitting, we say a prayer and then we start. And normally all the items, a little bit at least of every item should have been served on the plate. Narayana. So how can, even why it is Narayana who is going to eat the food? How can Narayana eat only rice? So therefore rice should be there, the dal should be there, the ghee should be there, a little bit of the vegetable should be there, a little bit of the sweet should be there. Whatever has been cooked on that day, every day we don't have to make a sweet. Little of that. Then afterwards we can have a second helping, third helping, etc. The point is that everything that I have cooked is Narayana. So all of that should come onto the plate. And who is sitting down and eating over there? Narayana himself is sitting and eating. So we want to serve him everything. We don't want to deprive him of anything. So that should happen even at our individual. The concept has been lost nowadays. In a Pankti Uta, especially those days, now it's not like that. A wedding or a festival, even a festival, large gathering, all the family members have gotten together in one house. All will sit down together to eat. And nobody will start the food until every item is served on the plates or on the leaf, banana leaf. At least a little bit. Afterwards, we may choose to take a second helping or we may not. But everything a little should be there. It's a displaying the menu instead of menu card. Earlier days, there was no menu card. Everything will be there. After that, there will be a collective prayer. Then all of us should start together. Why? All Narayanas over there. So one will not start earlier and one will not start later. All of us together. Because the entire environment has become so sanctified, so sacred it is, auspicious it is. How can I start when he has not yet started or she has not started? All of us are sitting next to each other. So they will say start. Then all of us start. And then finally also, nobody will get up in the middle. Some of us eat very fast. And then quickly we want to get away and go. Nobody should get up. Even in a marriage hall. When we were young, we were taught. Because children, we want to get up and go away. After finishing our food, no. We look left side, we look right side. At least our parents will look this side, that side. Still nobody has finished. We have to sit down and wait. Till everybody finishes. Not only our line, the whole hall. All of us will get up together. That's how it was. Why? Samashti, collective means Narayana. It is a total Narayana over there. Not individual Narayanas. All of us will get up together. So we sit down together. All the food will be. That's why little of the paisam will be there in the corner. That's also, there is a beautiful interpretation for it. How the banana leaf should be placed. It should be horizontal to not vertically placed. Which side of the banana leaf should be on the left side, which side should be on the right side. Nowadays we don't know anything, we put it all ulta. No. And then what should start from left corner? The leaf will have two sections. So what all should go onto the upper part, what should be on the lower part, far left corner what should be there, far right corner what should be there. There is a meaning and a reason for everything. And what should follow what items, that also there is a sequence. Some very strictly follow it even today. So a little bit of the sweet also will be their sample. Afterwards it will come, but a little bit over there. So everything will be served, then only they will say start. Then all of us eat. So who is eating? Narayana is eating over there. So when Narayana is still sitting down, she also represents Narayana, he also represents Narayana, we also represent Narayana. How can we get up when somebody else is still sitting? When Narayana on my either side is still eating? I cannot get up because and we have finished our food. So therefore we wait for everybody to finish and then we get up. The beautiful concept over there all lost. Bhōktā is. He is the enjoyer. He alone experiences everything. Where is I? Where is you? Where is mine? Is what the Lord is trying. Upanishads also are talking the same thing. The Gita is also talking the same thing. Vishnu Sahasranama is also talking the same thing. So food extended to everything. That is why in our tradition we value everything. A piece of jewelry is a bhojanam. A new sari, a new dress is bhojanam. And what is it? Narayana. Therefore everything we offer it onto the Lord over there, put a little haridra, kumkum over there. To the piece of cloth or the jewelry itself we offer our namaskars. So that itself is Narayana who has come into our house in this form, in the form of clothes, new clothes, in the form of jewelry, in the form of furniture, any form. It is all Narayana himself in another form. So bhojanam and bhōktā. Finally, even everything is there around us and about us. Who is the enjoyer? We sit down and say, I worked for it, I earned for it, I saved for it, and finally only I must enjoy. No, Bhagavan says ultimately I am the enjoyer of everything. So extended meaning over there. Bhojanam bhōktā sahiṣṇurbhōjanaṃ. One who has got infinite patience, not like us. At the drop of a hat we get angry. Small little things we get worked up. Whether not all right, we get upset. Little bit hot, upset. Little bit cold, upset. The coffee temperature is not all right, we get upset. Bhagavan is one who has got infinite patience. Even our masters, if we read their biographies, how much of patience they must be having. Why? Because they are none other than Narayana Swarupa himself. So Sahiṣṇu, one who has got infinite patience, means whatever we are doing still, he is calm, he is quiet, he is composed, he is tranquil, and he says never mind, never mind, never mind. Because he gives all of us an opportunity. It's not the case with the mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom. Nature guides them. They are also intelligent, but in a different way. They don't have this creativity in them. They don't have this viveka in them, the discriminative faculty in them. So nature helps them to survive. But when it comes to human beings, because we have got this discriminative faculty in us, because of which we are called roof and crown of creation, Bhagavan steps back. And he says, I have given you everything. This most sophisticated equipment I have given you. In a discriminative faculty, with which you can take decisions. You can come up in life or you can go down also. You can make your life, you can break your life. You can go up the scale of the ladder of evolution, or you can slip down. Therefore he steps back over there and then he says, now I've given you the freedom. Proceed on life's journey. And in this path, who is our friend? You are your own friend. 6th chapter Bhagavad Gita. If our mind is constantly listening to our intellect, then we become our own friend and we will evolve quickly. Not only spiritual field, even materialistically also. Because dharma and adharma holds good even in our day-to-day life. But if the mind in us, for whatever reason, is not willing to listen to the dictates of our intellect, we become our own enemy. Uddhared atmanatmanam. 2 shlokas in the Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter. You lift yourself up by yourself. And after having moved up a little, make sure you don't fall down, Krishna says. And in this, you are your own friend or you become your own enemy. When do we become our own friend? When our mind is listening to our intellect, to the higher in us. We are our own friend. Because progress is sure for us. Success is sure for us. But when our mind is not available for our intellect, the higher in us, then we become our own enemy. We will be slipping down. We will be ruining our own lives. So therefore, Bhagavan, therefore Sahiṣṇu, he's got endless, infinite patience. Even story-wise also. Whether it is Prahlada's story or whether it is Shishupala's story, the message is more important. Story is there. Very captivating, very arresting incidents. For us also, not only for the children. But there is a very beautiful, profound message for all of us also. Bhagavan waited and waited and waited and waited for Shishupala to make that mistake. He wanted, once he crosses the boundary, then nobody can stop the Lord from punishing him. And again, it's not the Lord who is punishing him. He is punished by whatever he did. We are not punished for the sin. We are punished by the sin itself, is what Gurudev used to tell us. Whatever we are, and similarly, we are not rewarded for whatever good we did. So therefore we have to rightly choose. So Shishupala was told 100 mistakes, Bhagavan is going to forgive him. 100 doesn't mean 99 plus 1. It means I'm going to give you a very long rope. Because he has to reach that figure called 100, big number. Nowadays 100 we finish off in 2 days. 100 mistakes, 1 day we finish off. So Bhagavan waited and waited and waited and waited. And once he crossed his limit, that boundary over there, when the scales have tilted, then Lord takes over, nature takes over. Then nobody can stop the Lord. Nobody can stop the punishment from coming. It's not that God is punishing us. We are punished by whatever we have done. So that comes back in the form of the Sudarshana Chakra. And once it leaves the Lord's hand, nobody can stop it. It will do its job and come back. When the punishment is like an arrow which has left the bow, nobody can stop it. It will hit the target. So that's what it means. So then Bhagavan waited and endless, he waited over there. Similarly, Prahlada's story also, what all Hiranyakashipu did to that little child over there. He suffered and suffered and suffered and suffered. Oh, Prahlad. Why? Because of the father. What all trouble he gave, torture he gave, physical torture, mental torture. Told him, no, you become an atheist. You must learn to worship me. And what does Hiranyakashipu stand for? Sheer materialism. But the child refused. Finally, it comes back to him. So here, Narasimha Avatara is God in one perspective. From another perspective, all the boons that Hiranyakashipu had asked, all of them materialized so beautifully in the form of Narasimha and came back for all the wrong that he had done. Till then, Bhagavan kept his patience. So Sahiṣṇu means that. And also, Sahiṣṇu means he is waiting. Waiting means he is a witness. He is seeing, he is observing, he is watching what all we are doing. And at some point of time, nature hits back. It can be to an individual, it can be to the family, it can be to a group of people, society, it can be to the state, it can be to the country, it can be to countries, world. We say prarabdha, destiny of an individual extended to destiny of the world. It will all come back. Till then, they were very nicely, Gurudev used to say, Lord gives a very long rope. Lord gives a very long rope. With that rope, you can hold on to the rope and come up in life. And come up. Or you can use that rope to hang yourself. Choice is ours. Make our life or break our life. That's the meaning of Sahiṣṇu. And also, you witness he is. And if he's got so much of patience, that means he is forgiving us also. To forgive us, he should be little detached to observe things and then forgive us. So many little meanings, tiny meanings included in this big meaning. So Sahiṣṇuh, Jagadādijaḥ, we've already gone through Anadi, Bhūtādi, Sarvādihi, Jētā, different names, but the meaning was the same. Similarly, Jagadādijaḥ, Ja means to be born. He was born even before the Jagat came into existence. Mean Bhagavan, not that Bhagavan was born, he is the source of everything. He is the ultimate cause for everything. But does he have a cause? No. He is the uncaused cause for everything. That's the meaning of Jagadādijaḥ. We've gone through it, so a little faster. Anagha, one who has got free from sin, is the direct meaning. What sin are we talking about over here? Karmas are called in Vedanta as sin, papa. Papa doesn't mean the what a criminal does, or what a thief does, what a looter does, what a murderer does. That's not papa. From Vedantic standpoint. From Vedantic standpoint, papa means, sin means the karma shesha that we have, good and bad, both included. Why? Because of that we come down. Who comes down? We say we were born, but actually all of us are supposed to be Aham Brahmasmi, immortal. How did the immortal become the mortal? It's a coming down. The immortal became the mortal because of the karma shesha. We are continuing. So unless and until we get over this papa, buddhi, the bundle of papa, or the bundle of karmas that we have done, good or bad, karmas that we have done, because of that the karma palla, good or bad, is all there, which we have to experience. There is no way. We can't pass it on to somebody else. Proxy not allowed. We can't give it to somebody else and say, you suffer for me, or you enjoy for me. Not possible at all. Whatever we have done, we alone have to go through it, good or bad. So as long as that is there, we will be in this level, the mortal level. Bhagavan is far, far removed from the mortal plane of existence. In that sense, he is Anagha, because no karma can bind him. He says, Name karmani limpanti. Karma cannot touch me, though he is very active. He is functioning. But still, he is the actionless center from which activities are flowing out of him. And whatever activities flow out of him, he is not bound by it at all. It just streams forth from him. So none of it, neither the willing and the wishing, neither the karma itself during the process of it being getting itself manifested, and the karma pala, none of them can touch the Lord. In that sense, Anagha. The very nice shloka also, I think it is in Pandava Gita. Maybe I have shared it earlier. Narayano nama naro narana. There is one person called Narayana, the best amongst the people. It is a way of saying the best of naras. Who is he? Narayana. Prasiddha choraha. He is a famous looter, thief. Kathita Prithivya. In this mortal plane of existence, he is called as the most famous looter. Prasiddha chora. What does he steal? Aneka janmarchita papa sanchaya. All our papa means karmas, good and bad, which we have accumulated all through our aneka janmas. Not one janma. We do not know how many janmas we have already gone through. So all of them put together is a huge store. It's a huge bundle. And the moment we think of this Prasiddha Chora, this divine thief called Narayana, he will come and loot it away. He will take it away. When will he take it? If I call him today, will he come and take it tomorrow? No. Right now. The moment we say Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hara means to loot. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That is why that Hara Hara or Hari Hari. Both means come and take it away. What should he come and take away from us? This papa bundle of sin. Who can take it? Only one who is Anagha can take it. Nobody else can take it. The moment he comes, we call on to him, we invoke him, he comes and just takes it away from us. The moment he takes it away from us, on our side it is all empty. So no karmas, no good, no bad, no merit, no demerit. Therefore, why should we again come back to this mortal plane of existence? By taking a birth, not necessary. No debit is there, no credit is there, therefore no coming back to this world samsara bank. Immediately we will be liberated. So Anagha. And also some more words we had already gone through. Pavitra, Bhutatma, Achyuta, all mean the same. No imperfection in him at all. In him there is no trace of matter at all. He is the Lord of matter, matter equipment, Prakriti. But Prakriti cannot touch him. She will function only with his grace. She has to invoke him and function. But can she keep him under her control? No. He is beyond all of it. So in that sense, Anagha. Vijaya and jētā, we will put it together. We had already seen Shreshta. One more word was there, I am not getting it earlier. Vijaya means ever victorious. Therefore, Jaya Jayakar only to Bhagavan. We never do Jayakara to a human being. Right now, yes, success has come, victory has come in something, whatever piece of activity was there. Next moment, supposing, oh, I am victorious. I got, just for example, child comes and says, victorious, 95 I got out of 100. Next moment, another child will come and say, no, I got 99. But what about 100? Even beyond that, there are rank holders. So in that way, the moment we say Jayakara or we address somebody and use the word Jaya, victory to you, to a person, Apajaya or Akirti is just around the corner, it's coming. Therefore, we normally don't do Jayakara to a human being. We only do Jayakara to the Lord because he represents for us the state of Jayam. Jaya can be, it is a noun over there. Not only a verb, a doing word. So Bhagavan represents for us that state of Jaya. When we add to Jaya, it becomes Visheshena Jaya. Total, absolute victory. That victory is absolute. There is no increase, decrease, less victory, less of a victory, more of a victory. This victory is better than last time's victory. It's just one. In that sense, therefore we do Jaya, Jaya Hanuman, Jnana, Gunasagar, Hanuman Chalis. It starts with Jaya. Concludes also Jaya, 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 Hanuman Gosai. So therefore for Bhagavan we do Jayakara, not for human beings. Normally we don't. For the king now and then they use it because 10th chapter Bhagavan tells us amongst human beings I represent the king. So Vishnu Amsha is there a little in the king. Therefore they do. There's that also, it is done only on certain occasions. For Bhagavan, it is 24 into 7, 365 days, Jaya, Jaya, Jaya. Or Vijaya and Vijaya and Vijaya. So Vijaya, ever victorious he is. Which also means if he is victorious, all his will got fulfilled. So Satya Sankalpaya Namaha. Any Sankalpa, any willing, any wishing of Bhagavan, it automatically gets fulfilled. Victorious, success is there. When we will and we wish, it may not manifest itself. It may not get fulfilled. Hari Chitta Satya, Narachitta Lavalesha Nadayatu. Dasaru writes. So in that sense also, ever victorious the Lord is. Means he just has to will and it will happen. That's all it is. How it will happen, when will it happen, does he need some paraphernalia around him, some things to and beings around him to help him? Nothing. Everything gets bypassed. He has to will and there it will happen. And how much will it happen? 100% plus. Therefore we say ever victorious, Vijaya. Jētā also means this. Jētā means to win over, successful. So both of them actually mean the same. Jētā and Vijaya. One who is successful alone will be victorious. It can't be the other way around. Vijayaha, Jētā, viśvayōniḥ. Again it's the same as Jagadādijaḥ. Yoni means womb. Vishwa means the dynamic, sentient world of things where everything and every being is alive. What we think as inert and insentient also has consciousness in it. If it has consciousness in it, it's got life in it. If it's got life in it, it is alive. Only it's not talking like us, hearing like us, walking like us, moving around like us. So the table and the chair and everything around us, the book and the mic, all are alive. All of them have their aliveness. Therefore, this whole thing is called as Vishwam. From where did this come from? What is the womb or the cause for it? Bhagavan is the cause for it. In that sense, viśvayōniḥ, punarvasuḥ. Vasu means to be clothed in, to be wrapped up in. We are all clothed in, wrapped up in our clothes. But even before we wear our external clothes, that soul, that jiva, that soul that is there in us, the Atman that is there in us, is wrapped up with layers and layers of cloth. What is it? The body, the mind and the intellect. All are clothing only. So nearest to the Atman is our intellect. So intellect is an inner lining cloth. Then outside of it is the mind. Then outside of it is the physical body. After that we put layers of clothes on it. So vasu, punaha means again. So punarvasu means one who again and again comes through the conditionings of matter vestures. What are the matter vestures? Body, mind, intellect. Again and again we come back. So birth and death is for us. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Not for the Lord. For the Lord it is his avatars. But according to the, again in its largest perspective, all of us are his avatar only. From Bhagavan's standpoint, none of us are separate from him. So each one of us is nothing but he with matter conditionings. Therefore he says, I am all, my avatar is, so all of us are nothing but an avatar of him. So he alone wrapped up in this clothing, conditioning called body, mind, intellect is what we call as I. But who is this I? All of us, we are all nothing but he himself. That's what our Upanishads are telling us. So punarvasuhu means one who comes again and again comes back to dwell. Punarvasu again, vasu means vasati iti vasuhu, one who dwells in. Who dwells in us? Bhagavan dwells in us. In that case we can say body, mind, intellect are three-tier city wherein Bhagavan is dwelling in it. Ishvara is dwelling in it. In the Pura. Therefore we are called Purusha. So again and again we come, again and again. Who comes? He alone comes. In all our forms he alone comes. That's the meaning of Punarvasu. Punarvasu is also the name of a star, Nakshatra. Some of us are born under the star Punarvasu. Sri Ramachandra was born under the Nakshatra star Punarvasu. Why? Avatarana. And he came in what form? He came in a Manava avatara. And Manava is one who comes again and again. So it's very beautifully aligned over there that Rama came during the, Rama was born in the star Punarvasu. Krishna's star is Rohini. Roha means to go up. Very beautifully everything aligns itself. So Punarvasu is also the name of a star, which means Bhagavan says, I am all the stars. What is he not? Everything, if we are all he, with some wrappings around him, why not the mighty planets? Dasuru writes, Sakala Graha Balanine Sarasi Jaksha. All grahas are you. All the strength and the power that our planets wield are all you only. Sakala Graha Balanine Sarasi Jaksha. He says, you are the sun, you are the moon, you are the Mangala Graha, you are the Buddha Graha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, Ketu, you are. Everything is you. So you are the solar system, you are the Milky Way, you are the planets, you are the stars. And then he goes on to say, nakshatra, karana, yoga, titi, everything you are. Samvatsara neenu. You are the year. 2022 is going on. That is English calendar. We have our calendar also. Traditional Hindu calendar. Every year is given a name. There is a deity over there. Guardian deity of this year. So you are the year. You are the masa. You are the month. You are Paksha Masa. You are the fortnight. The bright fortnight has got its presiding deity. The dark fortnight has got its presiding deity. So now we are all in the Shravana Masa. Shravana Masa has got its presiding deity. Chaturmasya significance was there. I put it out. There is a presiding deity ruling over this particular month. Then there is a presiding deity ruling over Samvatsara, then 6 months, Dakshinayana and Uttarayana. They have their presiding deity. Every month has got, every fortnight has got, every day has got. Sunday has got its presiding deity, Monday has got its presiding deity, Thursday today has got its presiding deity. That deity should be favorable to us. We have to invoke. Then coming down to 24 hours, every hour, every minute, every second has got its presiding deity. So Dasuru says, everything you are. You are yoga, you are karana, you are titi, you are the muhurta, you are the nakshatra, you are the graha. What are you not? You are everything. Sakala graha bala neene sarasijaksha. It's a beautiful kirtan, kriti, Devarnama we call it. Tyagaraja Swami also writes, graha bala memi Rama anugraha balame balamu. What can the planets do to me? When Rama's anugraha is there, he is the one who will do, his anugraha is there, then he knows how to do nigraha of all the grahas. Sanskrit is so beautiful. So graha bala memi. What can the planets do to me? Why? They are all he only. So when I have Rama, when the boss is with us in our pocket, nobody else can do anything to us. So when Rama's anugraha is there, that is the real strength. Balame balamu. What can the navagrahas do to me? What can the stars do to me? All are he only in a different form.